Hello friends, welcome back. Have you ever noticed how one small moment can ruin your whole day? A rude comment or an angry look can suddenly make you feel heavy and upset. Your mind gets noisy and you lose control of your emotions. This happens to all of us. Often, things get worse not because of what happened, but because of how we reacted. Here is a secret most people never learn. The person who controls their reaction controls the moment. When you stay calm on the inside, you win the situation on the outside. Today's story isn't just something to listen to. It is a mirror for your life. It reveals the quiet, invisible burden you might be carrying right now and exactly how to drop it. If you're tired of feeling drained by other people's words, stay with me until the very end. I'm going to share a simple, 1-minute nightly practice that will instantly lighten your heart and clear your mind. Let's begin our journey to quiet strength. The story of Ethan and the heavy bag. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by green hills, lived a young man named Ethan. He was physically strong, but his heart had no peace. Ethan reacted to absolutely everything. If someone was mean to him, he was mean back. If someone pushed him, he pushed back. If someone insulted him, he stayed angry for days. People thought he was just an angry person, but the truth was that Ethan was simply tired. He was exhausted from carrying a heavy feeling inside. Every time someone hurt Ethan with words or actions, he imagined that hurt as a solid stone. Without realizing it, he would pick up that stone and put it into a heavy backpack. Week after week, the bag grew heavier. Soon, Ethan walked with a bent back and a sad face. He stopped noticing the beautiful colors of his village or the morning sun. His world felt dark, even on bright days. One cold morning, Ethan decided to clear his mind by hiking up the mountain behind his village. The path was quiet and the sky was a beautiful pale blue, but Ethan's backpack was so heavy that every step hurt. After a while, he met another traveler, an old merchant carrying only a small bundle. The old man looked happy, and his steps were so light it seemed like he was carrying nothing at all. When the old man reached Ethan, he stopped and said, "My young friend, you look exhausted. Your load looks too heavy for you." Ethan sighed. "Yes, I am very tired. I am carrying too many stones." The merchant looked at the large bag. "Stones? What kind of stones?" Ethan opened the bag to show him. Inside were rocks of all shapes, sizes, and colors. "These are the stones people threw at me," Ethan said quietly. "They're insults, lies, and harsh words. I pick them up and keep them. I don't know how to throw them away." The merchant asked gently, "And why do you keep them?" Ethan looked down. "I don't know. I only know that when someone hurts me, I feel it so deeply that I have to carry it." The merchant smiled. "Come walk with me for a bit." As they walked, the merchant bent down, picked up 2 small pebbles from the ground, and held them out. "These stones are exactly the same," he said. He dropped one back onto the path and handed the other to Ethan. "Look," the merchant said. "The person who hurt you is like the stone I just dropped. They threw their mean words and walked away. They don't carry that stone. They feel nothing. But look at the stone in your hand. This is your reaction. You chose to pick it up. You chose to carry it. Your journey becomes heavy, while the person who hurt you walks away with no weight at all." Ethan stared at the pebble in his hand. The merchant's words felt like a sudden flash of truth. For years, Ethan had been collecting heavy stones that did not even belong to him. He dropped the pebble into the dust. "How do I stop carrying them?" Ethan whispered. The old merchant touched Ethan's heavy backpack. "Leave each stone right where it falls. Let it stay on the ground so your heart can grow light again." With tears in his eyes, Ethan opened his big bag. One by one, he started taking the stones out. He placed them gently on the dirt and let others roll down the hill. With every single stone he let go, the heavy pressure left his chest. His breathing became soft, his shoulders relaxed, and the world suddenly looked bright and clear again. For the first time in months, Ethan looked up and truly saw the blue sky. Learning to walk lightly. In the weeks that followed, Ethan practiced leaving stones behind. When a villager spoke rudely to him, Ethan paused, took a breath, and let the stone drop. When someone tried to insult him, he asked himself, "Do I really want to carry this heavy weight?" Most of the time, his answer was no. His steps became lighter, his mind became clearer, and his happiness returned. Because he was no longer looking at the ground under a heavy load, he could finally enjoy life again, the green trees, the flowing river, and the smiles of his neighbors. A simple daily practice for you. Here is a short, simple exercise you can do every evening to lighten your own load. The evening release. 1. Before you go to sleep, sit quietly for 1 minute. 2. Place your hand over your heart. 3. Think of one moment from the day that still feels heavy, a rude comment, a mistake, or a disappointment. 4. Imagine that moment as a heavy stone in your hand. 5. Whisper softly to yourself, "This stone is not mine. I'll let it go." 6. Take a deep, slow breath and imagine placing that stone on the ground. Let it belong to yesterday, not to you. If you do this every night, it will clear your mind and slowly give you your freedom back. We cannot control what other people do or say, but we can always choose what we decide to carry. Your reaction is your quiet power. One calm choice can save your whole day. When you stop holding onto every hurtful word, you will finally see how light and beautiful your life can be. Peace begins the moment you decide not to pick up the stone. Motivation life lesson from this story. Here are the core motivational life lessons from Ethan's story that you can apply to your daily life. Your reaction is your choice. The actions and words of other people belong to them, but how you respond belongs entirely to you. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you always have the power to choose how you react. Holding grudges only hurts you. When you stay angry or replay an insult in your mind, the person who hurt you has already moved on. They walk away lightly, while you're left carrying the heavy weight of their words. Letting go isn't for their benefit. It is for your own peace of mind. Protect your inner peace. True strength isn't about fighting back or winning every argument. It is the ability to stay calm inside when the world outside is noisy. Quiet strength is the ultimate power. Lighten your load to enjoy life. When your mind is crowded with past hurts, disappointments, and regrets, you miss the beauty of the present moment. By intentionally choosing to leave the stones behind, you clear the space to see the good things around you. The golden takeaway. Peace does not depend on a perfect world or perfect people. Peace begins the exact moment you decide to stop picking up the stones that others throw. If this story brought a sense of peace or clarity to your day, please take a moment to like the video and share it with someone who might be carrying a heavy load right now. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more gentle stories to help you build inner strength. Try the 1-minute evening practice tonight and let me know in the comments below. What stone are you choosing to drop today? Until our next story, walk lightly, react wisely, and remember, your reaction is your power. Take care.